Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Since it is a new year, so let's start this new year with some good news. So this video is basically an update of my life, and I just want to share it with you guys because I shared with you the struggle that I had been facing before ending to 2020. So this video is somehow the continuation of that. So without further ado, let's 2020 was not that great of a year for everybody. Everybody went through crisis, and yeah, I was not exempted of that. And 2 days prior Christmas, I lost the job that I dearly loved. It was painful. Really, it was. And I've shown you guys on the short clip of that video how I look like, but that was not really it. Like, it was not the full me yet. This time, I know I look so ugly in this one, but yeah, I have recorded myself on those hard times, and this was me during those days. I know I look so ugly, but I just want to record this today, December 22 of 2020. I received a call from the office. They're asking me to come tomorrow. I'm discussed about that. And as you can see, I'm still ugly. But somehow, I'm slowly accepting the fact of the nature of that call, and I'm slowly trying to accept reality, because even if I cry valleys of tears, that won't change a thing. Maybe this is the pause. This is the time to rest my wings for now. But yeah, as I always remind myself, everything happens for a reason. And you just have to find the reason behind the situation. I know God won't give me, or God won't put me in a situation wherein I won't be able to handle. And they always say that if one door closes, well, abri ang bintana. I know I look stupid right now. I look crazy right now because I am smiling, and at the same time I am crying because I'm just too emotional. There are too many questions in my mind right now. The question, like, where will I start? What I'm gonna do next? Should I go home? Should I look for a job? How about those people depending on me? Well, too much of your drama, see? But I just really have a big question in my mind. Why Amy? Bakit ako? Bakit ako? Diba? Why me? Why me? When all I did was dedicate myself for this job. I'm like in a bad breakup right now. I'm in my denial stage. I'm trying to convince myself that I'm okay. But I'm not. But I hope I will be. Someday I will be. I know. One day I will be okay. But for now, I don't know what else. Come on, you should stop crying, Z. We'll still have to look pretty tomorrow. Could you look pretty if you have puffy eye? So I should stop crying. Yeah, I should stop crying. Like seriously, I need to stop crying. But I still look pretty. Tomorrow is gonna be a very, very long day, I can see. With that sad news, I tried to prepare myself to accept what's gonna happen next. Prepare myself to accept the fact that I'll be losing my job. And even though it hurts a lot, I still tried to smile and to look pretty. So here was me during that day when I was about to go to the office. So an update, guys, I'm already groomed up. Like, this is how I look, of course, with my killer heels for today. Yeah, I try my best to cover up all those eye bugs. I will really, really try my best to contain myself, to have the courage to accept whatever they will say today, and that's it. Slowly, I'm accepting it. I'm trying to do the right thing that I need to do. Nonetheless, I love my smile today. Yay! I know it's been weeks now since that happened, but every time I would remember that day or the thought of losing my job, it still hurts me and I still get a little bit emotional. But guess what? I am a daughter of God, and God, as a father, will not allow her daughter to suffer for so long. I am saying this, guys, because during my weakest days, God didn't allow me to undergo those pain and emotions all by myself. He had sent me my angels to help me rise back again on my feet. And I always reminded myself that everything really happens for a reason, and we just have to figure out what is the real reason with that situation that we are facing through. And that was really challenging, but as soon as I surrendered everything to Him, and as they say, let go and let God, eventually things fall into its perfect pieces. 2 days after crying so hard, I received a phone call. Because the day that I lost my job, me and my partner had been applying for any job opportunities online, and I was not expecting that 2 days after that I would be receiving a phone call. And I thought that phone call was actually a phone call for me to come to their office and to have the interview, but rather that phone call was to inform me about the job offer that I've got the position that I have applied for, and if I am willing to start my job as soon as possible, like automatically the next day. So I was just very overwhelmed that yes, I may had lost the job that I loved, or I may have closed one chapter of my life, but here comes another door opening for me. So I was just in shock, and I was so blessed that I got the job right away. And to be honest with you guys, I think if I didn't get that job, I would still be in pain, and I would still be crying each and every day that I am jobless or basically unemployed. So that job gave me another hope, and also that experience was very humbling, and I've met genuine people, and they made me realize a lot of things in life. I had been enjoying the job that I love for not just 1 year, not just 2 years, but 3 years. 3 years of having a lavish lifestyle of a cabin crew. Yes, the job is very physically, emotionally, mentally demanding, but the benefits, of course, I also cannot hide the fact that we had a good benefit. And when I went on my new job, all those benefits were gone, and I need to really adjust myself, and I really have to humble myself, because yeah, I'm no longer a cabin crew. I no longer earn that much of the salary. I no longer have the benefits. First benefit that I was actually trying to adjust was the accommodation, because as a cabin crew we are provided with accommodation, and we have our own room all for ourselves. But apparently for the new job that I have, we are still provided with accommodation, which is very good, but this time I will not have a room for myself, but rather I will have a room that will be shared by another colleague. And when I was packing my things, I have realized that I had too much of material things, such as shoes, bags, clothes. And I always complain that I don't have clothes anymore, that I don't have shoes anymore, and I don't have bags anymore. And all of this time, I have a lot of those things, and I somehow took it for granted, and a lot of people have been struggling and cannot even afford to buy new clothes, even for a year, and they're still contented with their life. So it was also a wake-up call for me, so that I should not complain, because I was too blessed. I am too blessed, and that those are just material things, and those things can come and go, and those things do not really give you a genuine happiness. It's just temporary happiness that you can get out of them, and eventually, after using those things for 1-2 times, you'll eventually lose your interest on them. The realization I got on that time was with regards to food. As a cabin crew, I had the opportunity to eat what I crave. Maybe, for example, if I am craving for a pizza, I would want to bid for a Milan layover so that I can get the spuntini that I love. And one time, when I was at my new workplace, we are given food which is for free. And for the 3 days that I have been working with them, our food was chicken and rice. The chicken was cooked differently every day though, but I started to wonder, are we going to eat the same food every single day? But you know what amazes me was their response. They were saying yeah, but you know what? This one is really good. At least we are eating rice and chicken, and we are not starving, and we don't have to spend any penny for our food. And some of them are even saving the rest of the food so that they can eat it after the shift. So I was so touched by them, and again I have reflected of how blessed I am to have the opportunity to eat whatever I want to eat. But there are people that can only eat what their employers are offering them, or what their family can afford to eat. One day I brought chocolates from Japan, and I decided to share it with them. And the happiness that I've seen from my colleagues, it was just heaven. To see them smile, to see them be excited of a chocolate, just like how a kid will be excited of chocolate. In small things, they appreciate more. And yeah, again, I was reminded to be humble, for not everybody had the chance to live the life that I am living right now. I get along so well with my new co-workers or colleagues, and even my bosses. They were so nice. They were so appreciative of everything that I've done for them. And we are not working as colleagues, or rather we were working as one family. We tried to help one another even if it's not in our job description anymore, because we wanted to finish everything and we can go home and finally have a rest. So I was enjoying my job, and I didn't notice that it had been 1 week working with them. The bond that we created, the lessons that I've learned from them. And this time, I was no longer suffering from the pain of losing my dream job. Christmas was also celebrated alone that time. But I didn't choose to be sad, because no matter what circumstances that I was facing that time, it was still a time to celebrate, because our dear Savior Jesus Christ was born. So yeah, I still had some good fun talking to my siblings over the phone, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas. I even cooked some food for Noche Buena and even shared it with the security guards. I don't even know if they celebrated Christmas, but I just want to share with them because, anyways, I was all by myself that time. So it was also a very, very touching moment to see the security guard that were so happy when I gave them some share of the food that I cooked. Leaving 2020 with all the fond memories and all the heartaches. Upon entering 2021, I said to myself that I will face life with positivity, for I know I am so blessed, more than I could ever imagine. Who would have thought that I lose my job, the job that I dreamed of? Who would have thought that after losing that one event, like for a few days, I got my job, a new job, and the job that I was in was filled with love and compassion from all my colleagues that turned to my family. A nice plot twist it was. But guess what? Our story didn't end there. So, eventually, after 1 week of working with my new employer, I suddenly received a phone call. And I received a phone call that made my heart jump. At the same time, made my heart sad. It was a good phone call, actually, but it also meant that I will be leaving the new family that I was in. I was so happy to have the great opportunity back. At the same time, I was sad to leave my new family and knowing the fact that they were still short of crew. But again, I was so blessed to have the nicest boss ever, because I need to tell them about that phone call, and without hesitation they gave me the right to choose whether to stay or to go. And they even wish me all the best because they know that they needed me, but they also know that there is a better future waiting for me. I just cannot, until now, I just cannot stop thanking God of how great His love for me. I am no perfect individual. My faith became weak at some point. There were times that I didn't prioritize Him. I was blinded with all the material things, with all the material stuff, with all this earthly things that's going on. But He never forgot to remind me of how much He loved me. I sometimes would question myself, am I the daughter that He wished He could have? But you know what? No matter how many times we commit mistakes in our lives, no matter how many times we will forget about Him, no matter how many times we are blinded with material or earthly stuff, He will never forget about us. and He would never want to see us suffering. He is a God that loves without condition. He is a God that is there to provide for us. During the time that I was with my new job, I tried accepting everything and I lifted everything to Him. I told Him, Lord, whatever happened to my life, I may have lost the job that I love, but still you blessed me with another job. You didn't leave me. In times that I was so low, You were there. In times when I could no longer walk forward, You were there to lift me and bring me to a greater opportunity. If you are watching this video up until this very moment, I would like to remind you, no matter what you are facing right now, no matter what problem is there, no matter what health condition or diseases that you're battling right now, please always remember that God is always with you and that He has a plan for you and that His love will conquer everything. I, with my 24 years of existence in this world, I don't have a perfect life and I'm not a perfect person. But I am blessed, more than blessed that I could ever imagine, to witness how great His love is for me. He knows what your hearts desire. Just wait for His perfect time, and He will eventually bring you to where your hearts desire. I thought this video is happy video. I got so emotional again, and I'm sorry for that, guys. And yes, that was a lot of plot twist before ending 2020 and after welcoming 2021. And yes, to make it official, guys, today I am in Sao Paulo, Brazil, because it is my first layover for 2021. And with that being said, yes, I am officially back flying as a flight attendant. That's it, you guys. That's so far my life update. And again, thank you so much for everyone that have seen my previous video and that have sent me their warm wishes, their warm comforts. Thank you so much. I really do appreciated every single comments that you have sent me or messaged me, and it also made me feel like I'm not alone. Thank you so much. You were angel sent from God up above. Thank you so much. And yes, it's a new year, it's a new us. May this new year bring us closer to Him, and may this new year bring a lot of blessing to one and all. Please keep safe, take care, and God bless. Thank you. Until my next vlog.